Okay. The next deck we have is the past life deck. And I'm going to pull a card first for the Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames. This is for the Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames. Organic True Divine Feminine Twin Flames. And we have for them Asia, which is very interesting. And she's wearing yellow. You see that? That's all about the solar plexus. Okay. And you notice it's covering her heart too. So it's about showing your confidence to protect all of you, not just your solar plexus, but your heart and your high art as well. It's funny because I got a phone call today from a recording, but it was in an Oriental language. I'm not sure which Oriental language it was, but I don't think I've ever received a solicitation recording in another language like that. So what I'd gotten from that message was that the communication between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine might as well have been in Chinese, because if you're not speaking the same love language, neither one of you are going to understand. Okay, you have to be speaking in a language that the other person understands, and that's the bridge that needs to be gapped, or the gap that needs to be bridged between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Okay. And it's all about self-confidence. So you have the solar plexus, all about yellow. Okay? Knowing who you are and standing, being loyal to yourself first. Standing behind yourself first. It doesn't matter what other people think about who you are. It's important that you stand in and be your truth. Okay, so that's for the Divine Feminine. And there may be an Oriental life, maybe like Thailand, Korea, China, Japan, in which it was very important, and the Spirit's connecting with me on that. So the Divine Feminine might want to look back to an Oriental life that they might have had and how it relates to this. For the Divine Masculine, for the Organic Divine Masculine Twin Flames, what is the advice? And we got, for the Divine Masculines, we have Orphan. Okay? So it's all about feeling alone and abandoned. Okay, and feeling like a little girl, unprotected and unable to take care of herself. Okay, and be abused. She could be abused sexually. But it's just about feeling like no one's there for you. And the Divine Masculine needs to understand that they're allowing themselves to do that. Nobody can hurt you except for yourself. If there are people in your life who are using you and then making you feel alone, only you can let them do that. And if that's the situation, you need to walk away and find happiness. You're supposed to be happy. You're not supposed to feel abandoned. We're working on releasing all of those wounds of abandonment, of rejection, of loneliness. If you stay present and you connect with your higher self, you allow these things to fall away. That's why you stay present. When you're present, you don't see the lack of the future, and you don't see the pain of the past. When you're present, you see the beauty in front of you. You see the beauty of yourself. Okay, so it's very important for the Divine Masculine, if you have any past lives, to go back into about being an orphan, or having been orphaned in this life even. It's something you need to focus on. Focus on when you think about that, whatever the topic is, what feeling in your body does it bring up? And then focus specifically on that discomfort in your body, wherever it may be, in your heart, your solar plexus, or wherever it is. Focus on it, then go under it 3 times. Slowly each time, feeling the difference in the feeling that it brings up as you go under the last one. And that takes you down to your subconscious. So when you get down 3 or 4 times, and people use different techniques to do this. You can just visually go under that spot where you're feeling the discomfort. Some people use an elevator to go down 3 floors, but you find what works for you. But just feel into ask your body what it needs to be loved, okay, to feel loved. What is it that discomfort in your body is asking for? It's very literal. So when you go into this feeling and then go under it 3 times, it takes you down into your subconscious, where you're going to get another feeling. And you really need to focus and just allow this to come up and see what it is, to release it. And if it doesn't come up right away, it may come up later at another time where all of a sudden you'll have an aha moment. So it's just about allowing it all to come up, not trying to overthink it, because with the Divine Masculine, the issue is overthinking things because you're very logical. You're blocking your own intuition because you believe your mind over your heart when you should be leaving your heart over your mind. That's why you meditate, because focusing on something like breathing takes you out of your thinking and into your heart so you can hear what your intuition is telling you. Okay, so you really need time to meditate, especially if you're someone who's always in your head. Okay, and that's why I use cards, because it helps me distract my mind so I can go into my heart more fully. So now we have the Journey of Love deck, which I'm going to pull a card for each. Okay, there's the Journey of Love. This is for the Divine Feminine Twin Flames, the Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames. What is the advice? What is the advice for the Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames? Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames. What is the advice? What is the advice? And we have, for the Divine Feminine, the Lovers. Beautiful. You see how simple it is? All of the other cards in the deck, there may only be one or two others that are just plain and white, black and white. It's just simple. It's just love. It's just connecting. Okay, and this is number 57. So that's about the Three of Swords, separation, heartbreak, and third-party situations. But it's about transcending that. We only get to that place when we allow it and we don't stay present. We need to find the joy in everything. And I think the Divine Feminine understands this practice at this point. For those of you who are just awakening and are still in a lot of pain from processing something you don't understand, it's just about practicing a routine of grounding yourself and meditating and staying present until it becomes so easy that every time something upsets you, you're able to come right back to the present very quickly, so that you're back in joy again. And it's just about practice, like anything else. You know, you become one with something, that's when joy comes in. When you learn to play the piano, and it's very technical in the beginning because you don't know how to play, you have to think about one note at a time. And then once you learn and become proficient and master it, all of a sudden you become one with your instrument, and that's when channeling comes through and Spirit's confirming that. Okay, it's the same thing. Practice makes perfect, but we know nothing's perfect, but you get the idea. So for the Divine Masculine, Organic Divine Masculine Twin Flames, what is the advice? And we have, for the Divine Masculine, Contemplation. And I'm going to read the explanation for both of these cards as well. So Contemplation is 69, and it's all about going within, you know. And then 69 is actually the Ace of Pentacles, which is the new life that keeps coming up in the reads. And it's been the Ace of Pentacles has been coming up nonstop, I have to say. So first I'm going to read, that's a 6, by the way. 69 is 6. It's about love, family, and community. It's the 9 of universal selflessness on the inside of the person, with the 6, the motherly energy, on the outside of the person. Whereas the 57 that the Divine Feminine got is a 3, which is all about self-expression, but it's the 7, so being very spiritual and soft on the inside and having this excitement energy on the outside is kind of a conflict within the same person, because being very spiritually and quiet is like the calm before the storm. And then the 5 is random, you know, it's constant change and excitement and knowing a little about a lot of different things. It's very different than being focused and spiritual. So there's a lot of conflict in a person like that, just like there is in that energy of the 3 of Swords. So 557, the Lovers says, yes, it's love. This is for the Divine Feminine. It drives you forward and pulls you back to your heart. It makes the mind mad with misunderstanding and breaks it open to enlightened compassion. It is love. Your yearning heart shall have it. Your destiny is to be the lover of the beloved. This oracle brings a message of love, love, love. It is finding you now. Be open to it in all its forms. Be the god and goddess of love and paint the town red. Play in passionate embrace with life as your lover, and prepare to receive even more than what you believe you are capable of handling. Love is a magic word that holds the universe together. It is both an emotion and something ephemeral that lives like a fire's glow or the pink light on the clouds after the sun is set. It is alive and yet indefinable. It causes the heart to beat more rapidly feelings to show, and young people to write, sing, dance, and become totally immersed in its hold. Love can beckon coyly or flaunt itself with wanton abandon. Love can live and grow seemingly forever, or vanish in a fleeting moment when we least suspect. And in the twilight of our years, and spirits connecting, reflecting on the life we have lived, it is love which colors every turn and twist of our memory. And when we pass from this earthly plane, it will be love that will light our soul on its journey home. Okay, so that's for the Divine Feminine. Really beautiful. I'm sure you're happy to hear that. And then for 69, that is contemplation. And that reads, this is for the Divine Masculine, within you there's a question arising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is that you're really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self waiting to be found and calling to you too. Let the question arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, and time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in aromatherapy, bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining or soft and yielding, a question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together there's a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. And the poem reads, patterns break through the night in beams of light awakening, memories of walking on sand, moments, waves replace, waiting for another passerby. Reflections, time to look outward in, to find those hidden spaces, residing alone, waiting for a twin soul, waiting for myself. Well, I think that says it all. So the Divine Masculine's being called to allow all of these new things that are coming up for him to unfold, to be open to conversation, to asking and receiving questions. So this is a great time of coming together for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. There's real love there, and a willingness to hear each other. So that takes us back to the phone call in another language. Okay, you need to speak in the same language, the love language of the heart. It's about expressing feelings, not so much a lot of words. Excuse me, that's the Divine Masculine. You need to speak your truth, not from your head, but from your heart. Speak about your feelings. When you use your words, you tend to become aggressive and attack. You know, when you say things like, you know, you hurt me, you're putting the blame on the other person instead of saying, you know, I just feel really hurt. You don't need a whole lot of words to express what you really want to say, and you'll find that saying all of those things gets in the way of what you really want, because no matter how much you say and how much your story is, what do you ultimately want? You want love, and you want understanding, you want connection, you want intimacy. And all the story and all the words are just going to get in the way of that, what you truly want. So just pay attention to your feelings, not your thoughts. Okay? So I hope that helps. Please comment below. I love to hear about all of your lives. I so appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe and share as you'd like. And connect with me if you resonate with me. Okay? Have an amazing, amazing week, you guys. Enjoy your day wherever you may be. Rise and be love.